bestbookbits.com brings you the book summary of Winning Through Intimidation by Robert J. Ringer. Why, after more than 5 decades, is Winning Through Intimidation still one of the most talked about personal development books of all time? Because it teaches you, in a straightforward, easy to understand terms, how to defend yourself against the intimidations of the world. As you'll discover from the summary, the results a person obtains are inversely proportionate to the degree to which he is intimidated. And it's not what you say or do that counts, but what your posture is when you say or do it. Every person has the inherent right to self-proclaim, to announce at any time he chooses what he is on any level he chooses to be on. The theory of reality. Reality isn't the way you wish things to be or the way they appear to be, but the way they actually are. You either acknowledge reality and use it to your benefit, or it will automatically work against you. 1. Theory of sustenance of a positive attitude through the assumption of a negative result. Prepare yourself for a long-term success by being prepared for short-term failure. A person shouldn't enter a sales situation feeling he can't make the sale, but he should really assume that he won't make the sale. If you're prepared, then you'd be able to feel confident that you are capable of making the sale if it is possible to be made. Hope for the best, but realistically assume the worst. No matter how well prepared you are, only a small percentage of deals actually control, because there are endless number of factors beyond your control. Each negative result is an educational experience from which you can extract lessons learned and then forget about the negative result. Most people wish that business took place on a nursery school playground, with fairness being enforced. The reality is that the game of business is played in a vicious jungle. Number 2, Uncle George theory. If you keep your nose on the grindstone and work long, hard hours, you're guaranteed to get one thing in return. Old, hard work will not, in and of itself, assure a person of success. 3. Theory of relativity. Language is relative and subjective. You have to make sure that you define exactly what the people's statements really mean. Number 4. Theory of relevance. The most important factor to consider is whether something is relevant to what you're trying to accomplish. Work only on the things that are relevant. For example, the builder's cost is irrelevant to a buyer. All the buyer cares about is cash flow. Also, whether or not a person is honest is irrelevant. What matters is what he puts down in writing. 5. 30-year theory. You are going to die, therefore you should go after all you can get as quickly as you can get it. You are not going to die, therefore you should go after all you can get as quickly as you can get it, because the reality is that your time is limited. 6. Ice ball theory. In 50 billion years, the sun will burn out and the earth will be a frozen ice ball. Nothing you do now could possibly matter then, so don't take yourself too seriously. Life is a game and play to win. There's no reason to be afraid, to be aggressive or take chances. The reality is that there's no way you're going to get out of this thing alive, so why play conservatively? 7. 3-type theory. There are only 3 types of people in the business world. Type 1 lets you know that he's out to get all your chips, then he tries to do just that. Type 2 assures you that he's not interested in getting your chips, then he tries to grab all your chips anyway. Type 3 assures you that he's not interested in getting your chips and honestly means it. However, in the end, he tries to grab all your chips anyway. In business, no one ever does anything for anyone else without expecting to gain something in return. Number 8. Leapfrog theory. A person has no legal or moral obligation, or, for that matter, logical reason to work his way up through the ranks. The quickest way to top is not by fighting your way through the pack, it is to leapfrog over the pack and simply proclaim that you're above it. However, you must be prepared to be above it, or reality will knock you back down. 9. Theory of intimidation. The problems most people have in reaching their objectives revolve around the fact that they consistently allow themselves to be intimidated. The results a person obtains are inversely proportional to the degree to which he is intimidated. 10. Posture theory. It's not what you do or say that counts, but what your posture is when you say or do it. You need to maneuver yourself into a position of power. 11. Types of power. Money. The ability to walk away. Nice if you can get it. Image. The ability to prompt respect. Legal. The law. Plus the law of universal attorney. Attorney respect. Always have everything in writing. Don't be afraid to ask for it. Performance. Be the best at what you do and deliver. Be fanatical about execution. This backs up your image and legal power. Don't let anything get in the way of making the deal. If there are questions, dig out the answers yourself if necessary, rather than waiting for someone else to do it. 12. The 5 steps of sales success. 1. Obtain a product to sell. 2. Locate a market for the product. 3. Implement a marketing method. 4. Be able to close the sale. 5. Get paid. 13. Generating image power. Ringer used a spectacular, expensive, hardbound brochure to intimidate potential sellers. Every interaction was designed to show the buyer or seller that they needed to sell Ringer on working on their deal. When he went to meet them, he brought along everything that he might need, from typewriters to law books to 2 to 3 secretaries, so that nothing could hold up the deal and to intimidate the hell out of people. 14. Makeable deal theory. It's more efficient to work hard on finding a few markable deals rather than working hard on an endless number of unmakeable deals and clinging to the hope that you'll somehow close one. People have a misogynistic tendency to work on pie-in-the-sky deals that have little possibility of closing. 15. Phrasing matters. Don't say, I can sell the property. Say, I can do something with the property. Don't call a contract, call it a one-page understanding. Try to avoid looking legal and attracting the attention of deal-killing attorney. Ringer would have a contract done and signed on the spot, rather than waiting and allowing time to pass. 16. Fiddle theory. The longer a person fiddles around with something, the greater the odds that the result will be negative. Time is always against you when trying to make a deal, any kind of deal. 17. Boy-girl theory and better deal theory. If a boy plays it cool, then a girl wants the boy. If a boy comes out like a hungry dog chasing a squirrel, then the girl doesn't want the boy. A man will usually want the deal he can't have, and won't want the deal he can have. Before a person closes any kind of deal, he always worries that there may be a better deal down the road. To combat the effect of these factors, bring the deal as quickly as possible to the point where the money is on the table and the papers are ready to be signed. Then it's put up or shut up time. Don't let the speed depend on everyone else. If necessary, fly a secretary to the office to pick up the documents and hand deliver them. You must take matters into your own hands and move swiftly once you smell victory. At the critical moment, the great quarterback takes control of the game. Number 18. Attorney goal line defense. Attorneys are not subject to intimidation like normal people, but if you cower, they will smell blood and strike. Instead of being tough or humble, play it cool. Be calm and matter of fact. Adopt an air that indicates you have no concern over the deal, that everyone knew the deal would happen. Problems don't represent obstacles to closing, but just normal points which had to be handled as a natural part of every deal. That's a damn good point. I'm glad you brought that up. Here are many ways we can handle that particular point. The only reason all I gathered is to handle the normal points that always come up. As a last resort, indicate the willingness to walk away. Well, I guess that's it. It looks like we just can't make this one happen. 19. Dirty laundry. There will almost always be several major undisclosed deal killers that pop up at the 1 yard line. Soften the blow by setting up expectations. Soften the blow by setting expectations with the buyer ahead of time. That way, the dirty laundry reinforces your posture of expertise. 20. Bluff theory. The best way to bluff is to not bluff. Wealthy people are good bluffers because when they threaten to walk away, they mean it. They can't be intimidated. If you're not wealthy, the best suitable is guts. It's more painful, but it works. Draw a clear line and stick to it. Perhaps the most important reason of all for taking action now is that time is finite. No matter how proficient you are, you can only accomplish so much in a lifetime. Every second that's wasted reduces the totality of what you can accomplish by 1 second. And that's a wrap on this book summary, Winning Through Intimidation. If you want this summary, click the link to download this. Again, we at Best Book Bits have done over 1,000 book summaries in video written in audio format. Check out the website, bestbookbits.com. Follow us on YouTube and Apple Podcasts. And if you want to support the channel, we have put together our top 500 Best Book Bits summaries in one massive downloadable 15-part volume with MP3. So keep forever offline so you can read and listen at your will. Thank you again for watching and listening. Have yourself an amazing day and go out there and win through intimidation. Take care. Bye-bye now.